Time now for the business review. With the uncertainties created by the COVID-19 pandemic, the need for trade credit insurance is rising. That's why the Export-Import Bank of Jamaica is urging more producers to consider adding the policy as another layer of protection for their business. Andrew Laidley reports.
For some businesses, receivables or outstanding payments can add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. In some cases, that's enough to run the business into bankruptcy if the payment is not made on time. Normally, the producer enters into an agreement with the buyer outlining when the payment will be made. But what happens in the event the buyer does not pay? As Managing Director of Jamaica's Exim Bank, Lisa Bell explains, that's where trade credit insurance comes in.
Trade credit insurance is an internationally used tool to protect you against non-payment from your buyer. So as we pivot, as we watch our companies pivot into export, we want to make sure that they have the assurance of being paid by having a credit insurance policy. We have been hearing from our SMEs that guess what? Them have money on the road and they're concerned about the payment from their buyers. This particular product will protect you from non-payment.
She says currently mostly large and medium-sized entities take up the policy, but she notes that it's even more important for small producers who struggle with cash flow issues more frequently. Ms. Bell gave an example of what could happen if an overseas client failed to deliver on its commitment.
The company in France went bankrupt. As a result, he did not receive payment, and to this day is fighting in international court to get payment for his shipment. He is a small enterprise. One single shipment did the company in. It is why we are pushing trade credit insurance, particularly in an environment where you do not know the financial position of your buyer.
She noted that the latest assessment of market conditions show that there's a greater need for trade credit insurance, both on the domestic and international market.
Exim went through a exercise last year where we called in an international consultant to help us to refine our business model based on the macroeconomic improvements. And one of the linchpins in that new business model is the expansion of credit insurance. Then came COVID, and it has become even more important. So we're even saying to our domestic manufacturers, trade credit insurance is available, but definitely for the export max clients, please do not go into an international market without making sure you have it in your back pocket.
Andrew Laidley, TVJ News.